Hey kids, so nice to see you again. Well, it's officially been a year since I started my YouTube channel. I actually started on April 1st, and then I had my first upload April 2nd of 2020. And who knew after a year's time, I now have 3 million kids. So anyway, pretty amazing. I have I've been busy. I had a lot of things going on, and I think you've seen a little bit of that. So I apologize. I haven't uploaded hardly at all recently, and the ones I have uploaded have just been shorts. So I apologize. I do plan to start uploading more and more once I can get my feet underneath me. I had, well, anyway, I'll get into that. But first, I have a dad joke for you. So, did you hear about the Dolphins, how they were hassling the sea cow? Yeah, they were guilty of crimes against a manatee. Ah, so anyway, so my book, coming up, you're going to see probably my face more than maybe you want to. I got lots of interviews that are scheduled up until when my book comes out, and then we get into Father's Day too. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot going on there. I shared with you my picture of going into the studio with my headphones on. Who knew a year ago? I'm like a little kid walking in there going, I don't know what I'm doing. And yeah, it was quite the experience. Uh, you know, um, and then, my story is pretty personal to me, and I share a lot of it in the book. I don't get into great detail, but there's a few parts that were pretty hard to read, and so I had to say, okay, time out. I need to take a break while I recover emotionally. Nice way to put it, I guess. I was sobbing, so I had to kind of come back around, and the people I worked with, Will and Lewis, were amazing. So anyway, and one other thing that's kind of funny. So I've never heard my stomach growl or grumble so much in my life. When you're in this enclosed booth, I would say a line and then so so I ended up having this big pillow on top of me to try to dampen the sound of my stomach. So anyway, I thought I'd share that with you, and not exactly the most flattering thing, but still, it was an experience. So. I also wanted to share with you, coming soon. I've had a lot of sponsors reach out to me, and I've been vetting those, trying to make sure that I'm doing stuff that's that fits my channel. So I'm going to show you how to change a toilet. American Standard reached out to me. Big, they make a lot of bathroom fixtures and stuff, and we'll start with the toilet, and we might get into the bidet toilet seat and that sort of thing. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up there. I'm also going to show how to install a ceiling fan, and Hunter Fan actually reached out to me, so it was again a good fit to show you how to do that. And then in my book, I think I've shared with you about my book. It's about I talk about some of the character traits that I learned from each of my siblings, but then at the back, there's 50 how-tos, and there's actually some bonus how-tos as well. Where I do show how to build a fence, a cedar fence. And I actually, in my book, that's one of the stories that kind of got me started on my how-tos, was kind of learning how to do that and what that was like. And so I thought, well, it makes sense to go ahead and show you how to do that in the how-to section. But in that section, I don't show you how to build the gate. And a gate is an important part of a fence, right? You can't have a fence without a gate. Otherwise you can't get in and out of it. I guess you could come in and out of your house, but anyway. So I'm working with Adjust a Gate. They make a gate that lasts a long time because the frame part of it is made out of metal. And so I'll show you how to build that too. So that's another one that's coming up. And I'm also talking to a few other brands that are highly reputable and well respected, that want to be a part of what we're doing here. Because ultimately, we'd like to see this thing be sustainable, and we're trying to figure out. My daughter and I are trying to figure out ways to make this something that we could do to help. Again, we just want to pour back good into the world, and I've really become aware of some of the foster care issues in the in the U.S. Just by starting this channel. I didn't realize a lot of what I've learned since then. So if we can give back to things like that make sense, we would love to. Because I do share this in my book, there was a possibility that I was going to go into foster home, but thankfully I ended up moving in with my brother, so he took me in. But anyway, so and here's another thing that disturbed me a little bit that I heard recently. I don't know if this is accurate, but I heard that over 20 million people in the past year, we've all been through a tough year. 2020 was a tough year for a lot of people. Um, but I heard that over 20 million people contemplated, and they were serious contemplations of suicide. It just breaks my heart to hear that. So, please, if that's you, if you're not doing well, please get help. Please let somebody know. Don't be ashamed to let somebody know that you're struggling. There's resources, and yeah, so please get help. And I've even seen some of the comments where people have commented that, I can't possibly catch all those. And so, yeah, so please look out for each other, because we need each other. We need you. Make sure that you get that taken care of and get the help you need. Yeah, so please get help. If you're struggling, please get help, because there's resources available, and I'll put in the description the suicide prevention line. I'll put that in the description for you too, in America at least. So, and hopefully you have resources in other countries, because I know there's a lot of other countries that watch my channel. So please get help. Don't let something like that kind of fester in your mind and think nobody cares, because people care. You just got to be willing to put yourself out there and get the help you need. So really, that's all I wanted to cover. Other than, I do have some stuff coming up with my book, where we're going to give some free books away, and then also I'm going to do something with a link to a video that won't be published of one of the how-tos that's actually in the book, and you'll get that. But anyway, we'll get into details with that. But I felt I couldn't let this pass, because again, it's been exactly a year. Yeah. So, and then my first video was uploaded on the 2nd. I couldn't let this pass without at least getting in front of you and communicating to you. I am truly grateful for all of you. You guys have been more than good to me and to my family. So thank you so much. Yeah, I really appreciate it, and I look forward to the day. Someday, hopefully we'll get a chance to meet. Obviously with book signings and that sort of thing being put on hold, everything's kind of virtual for now. But maybe down the road, maybe we get a chance to meet each other. I've seen people say, "Oh, hopefully we can meet someday." Yeah, I hope so too. I think that would be pretty amazing to get to go around and see all the people, yeah, that have supported me. So anyway, thank you again. Thanks for your time, and God bless you.